So this week I found myself in a situation where I was flat out exhausted, like really dead on my feet, and found that I had to almost quit CrossFit. And when I say quit CrossFit, I don't mean quit it for good. I mean quit it for a week, take a week off. I think I found that holding down a full-time job and dealing with everyday life, having early mornings so that I could enjoy that early morning walk to work with Elle and Ozzy was really starting to take its toll. I'm not a young man, I'm 42 now. Look after my kids a lot of the time. I've got two beautiful boys that I have half of the week, and you know, holding down that full-time job and just dealing with everyday life, those everyday struggles, and then on top of that trying to go into CrossFit, it was too much and something was going to give. So I think that I found that with CrossFit I really was trying to run before I walked. Perhaps through lockdown I picked up some bad habits, some bad forms that I've certainly seen when watching videos back, and having that bad form has almost led to quite a lot of injuries. Now when you're in your 40s, those injuries don't heal as fast as they do when you're in your 20s or 30s. And as much as I feel about 18 in my head or 20 in my head, I'm actually 42, and yeah, as mentioned before, pretty busy all the time. The list of injuries that I'm dealing with at the moment and trying to train with is I've got a sprain in my abductor, which is either a muscle or a tendon. I don't know what an abductor is. Is it a muscle or a tendon? In the left hand side that goes from the groin down into the leg, that pulls so much. I mean, doing things like squats and lunges, it's just pulling on it all the time. So I've got that in my mind. I sprained my wrist maybe 2 months ago. I don't know how I did it, but you'll notice in a lot of the videos I've often got like a band around my wrist for support. That in turn has led on to a thumb pain. I've got pain all shooting down my thumb. My lower back is constantly hurting. It often gets better and the stretching and mobility helps, but then I could do something stupid like flip over in bed in the middle of the night in my sleep, and I'll wake up in the morning and my back's wrecked, and then that might take me 2 weeks to get over. If my back goes, that often leads to pain in my neck as well. So, and whilst these things are going on, I'm not stopping CrossFit. I'm still going at CrossFit 6 days a week, and that's almost leading to a certain amount of frustration, which I've really felt creep in to something that I find really enjoyable. You know, I really want to get better at CrossFit, and for me that means that there's consistency and perseverance and hard graft, and unfortunately there's almost that trade-off between, okay, do I stop and let myself heal and recover, or do I just keep going through it? And for me it was just keep going through it. But of course what that's done is depleted any reserves that I might have had, and earlier on this week I found myself on such low energy, like my brain was wrapped in a quilt. I just couldn't function. So what have I done about it? The first thing I did was I took a week off. On Monday in the session we had a few different things. Firstly, I tried to squat and my abductor was killing me, and then went down into the class, and in the class we had shoulder to overheads at 40 kilograms, so a nice manageable weight, but that was wrecking my wrist and my thumb. After that we were going into front rack lunges, and again I couldn't, because I couldn't support the weight there because of my wrist, and then trying to push back, my abductor was killing me. I was getting frustrated, that frustration was coming in again that we've seen, and I just thought, that's it, I need some time away, I need a break. And I took a break not only from CrossFit, I took a day off work and just slept. Oh man, I had so much sleep, it was ridiculous. So that, I came out of that feeling a lot better, but I think taking a break from CrossFit and just allowing my body to almost re-heal, and for me to kind of just stop for a second, I think it's done me good. And what my plan is going back into it is to stop trying to carry my ego in there so much, stop trying to lift as much weight as I can or keep up with some of the other guys in the gym. I think I need to relearn some form. The middle foot for me, I'm often on the balls of my feet, which then causes me to rock back on my heels, and it's just a really unsteady form. I need to work on my basics. I really need to go back to basics on this. More mobility and stretching, you know, there's so much that can be said for that. The GoWOD app, and I've downloaded it, I'm paying £7 a month for it. I'm not really using it, maybe twice a week, if that, so I need to do that all the time. I need to make sure that I'm doing dedicated rest days, because I'm not a spring chicken. People in their 40s aren't spring chickens, and as much as we think we are, or we want to be, we're not. I guess the key thing is that there's no rush. You know, I'm not entering competitions. We're still kind of in the middle of a pandemic, nothing's happening. Middle-aged man, you know, there's no rush for me to get as good as I can, as fast as I can, and I think that was kind of the mindset that I was in. So that's it. That's the plan. It's just take a step back, take a bit of a breather, go back to CrossFit next week, but with a different mindset, in that I'm going to start again, start from scratch, and I think that's going to save me a lot of pain, a lot of frustration, and ultimately I'll be even better at CrossFit. That's the plan anyway, fingers crossed. So that's it. It was just a short kind of catch up, because I haven't been doing vlogs this week because I haven't been at the gym, but that's what I've been up to. I've been kind of reconfiguring myself and looking after myself and resting and relaxing and just trying to get myself back onto the right foot, so that I can go in next week with a fresh and positive mindset, looking to start again and do it right. So I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.